Hi guys, welcome back to another video. Today we are talking about our farming team for the Golem. We will farm 11 and for that we will use a mix of damage and zap. The problem with the Mona, for example, is that we are fighting light, so we can't use her this time. So we are going with the Cura, with the Draca, and then as I was choosing the Wood Jormungandr, we are using this one and the Fire Crow Hook. Overall, you can see the stats here. It's nothing too crazy. They are the same as always. And the Jormungandr, as you see, it doesn't really have to be anything crazy. In case you don't have the Jormungandr, there are other options as well. For example, a second Crow Hook, or you can also try the dark version with the Mona, with the dark Yuki, but keep in mind you are fighting light, so they will be focused. Later on, this is a much better team, but you will need to have the Mona on a Siphon set so that the waves are cleared easily. So for now, this is what I'm using. It's not hard to build. You can, instead of the Jormungandr, you can also go for a second Crow Hook. It's not as effective as having the Jormungandr, especially because of the lead that it has, but it will still totally beat that stage. So let's go into it. So I said Jormungandr, Crow Hook, Draca, Cura. I can let it run on auto. You should keep the 5-star gems because they are important in the beginning. I will simply let it run on auto so that you can see it. I was doing now, well, let's say around 200 runs, 250 runs with it, and not a single time I was dying. So at least this one that I'm using here is on a 100% chance. Speed-wise, it's totally fine. Sure, it's not the quickest because you're lacking the Siphon set, but who cares? The more important thing is to beat it and beat it consistently. Like, it would be obviously easier if you're, for example, focusing the boss. Like if you're manualing, you would beat it a lot quicker. You can see these zaps are also not hitting too well. So yeah, that was one of the, I would say, slower fights. You can see I was taking way longer. I think the average will be around, yeah, I guess 120, 130, around that. If you're really lucky, then you can obviously beat it a lot quicker. But on average, I would say 1 minute 20 seconds, 1 minute 30 seconds, around that. As you can see now, 3 of them are nearly full, which is taking another turn. Now all of them will use their active. But yeah, like this we have really the minimum goal, that we are able to beat the Colossus, that we are able to farm our gems decently, like not on stage 10 or something, but directly on 11. 15 is still a bit too high. Usually you're skipping from 11, the stage in between, and then you are farming 15. But for that, we are still a bit too weak. this time you can see the zaps are hitting a bit better. Yeah, that's how this fight will look in general. I would suggest you to try at least to farm 30 per day. You can see you have this counter that you're getting one extra guaranteed gem, and it will always have 3 subs, I think. On stage 15 it will have 4, and I think here it will have 3, but it's just a nice addition, and you have to farm these gems anyway. So yeah, that's how we are starting to collect gems. Like I said, I would keep most of the 5-star ones because the chance to get a good 5-star one is way higher than getting a good 6-star gem. So that's it